Hey everyone, your host, Diner Phillies fan here. And earlier I talked a little bit about the Phillies, but I want to talk a little bit more based touching on the Phillies here a little bit for this season. This team is not contender team this year. We are stuck with the same guys for the next 5 years. We haven't done anything. You're looking at a team that is not a contender. That means we are not making the playoffs. No playoffs for Phillies this year. None. However, there is going to be one starting pitcher that is going to be a free agent, and that's Zach Wheeler. And I think if Zach Wheeler hits the free agency, I believe, I highly believe, with a little bit of that gap of salary and their income and their luxury and all that, I believe they can dip into the free agency market and get a fifth starter. However, let's talk about the prospects for a minute. You have guys right now in the minor system, Gage Wood, Aiden Miller, we have a lot of praise for. Andrew Painter. Andrew Painter was fine at the end of the season, and then he started to and then he went this downhill spiral. I'll tell you why Andrew Painter is a bum. Not a bum, but I'll tell you why. Painter, once he was in the majors, he thought he had everything. He thought he had literally everything. But when we got closer and we looked at what Painter was really good with, he had all the good things in the beginning of the season. But when everything went downhill, it just it doesn't work out for Painter. Painter has been struggling now in the minors. However, right now there are trade rumors circling saying certain guys will go to a certain team if they're contenders. You have a guy like who let me ask you this question. Who wants Alec Bohm? Who wants Bryson Stott? Who wants Aaron Nola? Who wants Brandon Marsh? Who wants Bryce Harper? Who wants JT? Who wants Luzardo? Who wants uh who wants any of the other starters that we have? Who wants anybody else? Nobody wants those starters. Nobody wants Aaron Nola. Nobody wants Stott. Nobody wants Bohm. Nobody wants Turner. No, we're not going to give up Marsh. We're not going to give up Schwarber. No, Schwarber's been on fire too. Look at this question. Think about this closely. If once Wheeler hits the market, right? I think we can dip into that. Find something. Maybe enter the draft into next season. Hopefully we can get somebody that's good. Hopefully we can get two really good pitchers in the off season. But this team is not going anywhere. I'm sad to say it. We're not making the playoffs. All you Phillies fans, we really thought we had our hopes up. But this team, sadly, is not going to make the playoffs. But I, I don't know what we're going to look like next year. Heck, we don't know what the next 5 years are going to look like, too. Be honest with you. We really don't know. I don't know. I don't know the answer. We don't know what we're going to look like in the next 5 years because we're still stuck with the same players. We really do. You guys have Alan. We also have Alan Rangel. We have Boland. We have Keller. We have this guy named Brian Keller, who's a rookie and everything. So I'm going to leave you this question. And you guys can answer this whenever you get a chance. Here's the big question. The question is, and I quote, when do you think the Phillies will win the World Series again? When? The question is, when do you think the Phillies will win the World Series again? I don't know. I have no idea. Could it be? So that's my question. My question is, when do you think the Phillies will win the World Series again? You guys can sound in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. And with that, your host, diehard Philly fan here, says peace. Enjoy your night, and talk to you again very soon.